Houston. We are live. The good, the bad, the ugly. Texans got new jerseys.
Those white ones were cool.
They were, yeah. There was a. They were better than what I thought they were gonna be from all the other stuff that we would get usually. Um,
The
got
red
new
ones were cool. They kind of look like the Bengals do.
Just a tad, yeah. They're. I don't mind the blue. I wish there was a little more baby blue.
That's the point. It's like all that, like you didn't even see it. It's just like a little bitty patch like this big.
Yeah.
You should have put that on the white one.
Well, they said that they listened to the fans.
No, they did not.
I don't know what fans they said they listened to, but
I don't like that color blue. It's too dark.
oh, the navy bluish.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a little much. Hurts the eyeball. It's like I want one of those, but I'm
I'm gonna get one.
I'm gonna treat it like the what's it called, the Space City ones for the Astros, kind of.
Yeah, it might be the red ones that are like that though.
Yeah, it's true actually.
Because I would like to see the blue pants with that white jersey and the red helmet, not the red on red on red.
We got 4 of them, so you get a variety, people. You get a variety of whatever one you want. There's got to be at least one you like. I mean, if not, then you're just not gonna buy a jersey, which is fine.
White.
Yeah. We got draft coming up. If you haven't seen, we got a draft video. Zach breaks down his mock. We break down some other mocks. It slowly feels like the calm before the storm. Nick and D'Amico very quiet.
I feel like we're just like looters. Like Houston put themselves in a position to just try to fuck people out of players that they really want and make the team as good as possible. And we're just waiting on somebody else to fuck up, and then we're gonna sneak it. I'm telling you, I have a feeling he's gonna do something fishy. I'm cool with trading up to get Jonathan Brooks. I really am.
You want that Stephon Diggs?
I'll do that one too. I don't. I mean, that may not even be a good idea, but it seems like it'd be fun to do.
It. Jordan Brooks. I saw some YouTube videos on him, and I was
Jonathan
like,
Brooks.
oh, Jonathan Brooks. I was like, now I see what Zach was talking about. I was like, all right, this dude baller.
I mean, the dude played behind Bijan. That's why you don't know him.
Yeah. I mean, it's going to be interesting. Like we've said, Nick has made trades in the past 3 years of draft.
Houston will dominate Friday. Like we're probably not going to do too much tomorrow. I don't think. I really don't. But Friday will belong to the Houston Texans.
On Thursday, yeah, the first rounder.
No, the first rounder we're not going to do nothing because we don't draft until Friday. So like Friday, it's going to be all Houston. You just watch.
His bread and butter is that second round. He dominates that second round. And technically, if you think about it, he got 2 first. So it's like 2 first last year. So Will kind of is your first for this year.
Yes.
So it's like, all right, now it's seconds. Stephon Diggs added on top of that. So we're cool with it. But Nick can do some damage in there. So I do agree. Friday, those are when he's going to be wheeling and dealing, moving some picks to move up to get players he wants. Deal with those later because we learned a lot from him and D'Amico last year where if D'Amico and him will have their board and they're like, hey, we want this guy, they'll move to go and get him if they feel that he's going to be for their culture.
I don't think there's a better way to show that you're all in right now. It like then going to get a specific player. You know what I mean? Yeah. They're like, no, we think this guy is a game changer on the team, and if they make the trade to go move up to get him, that would be like, yeah, we're all in. I'm pretty sure that they've done enough to prove that already, but
no, yeah, I mean, yeah, if this offseason doesn't say that, then there's a lot of people that are jumping on the bandwagon outside of Houston. A lot of people are giving them their flowers. But like D'Amico did say, we have to play the game. At the end of the
Mm-hmm.
day, we still got to play the game, and so all the accolades that they're giving out, that's cool. But people are gonna know have film on CJ. People have film on Will. People have film on other stuff. So Slowick, you got some weapons now, bro. And
You got some good weapons.
yeah, you might get some more new ones also.
But I like our team. That's the funny thing is I really like it, and now you could get even better in the draft.
Because there's still we talked about in our video what cornerback,
Mm-hmm.
D tackle, running back, and safety are
I
probably
told you I think at some point in the draft you get a player on each level somewhere. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Um, I think that's going to be their mo. Get a player at each level on the defense, and then probably start getting O line depth, and somewhere in there try to sneak a running back.
True. True. Houston Sports State of the Union podcast. Welcome, bro. Welcome, welcome.
What up, dude?
Keep up the good work, man. Yeah, man. I think when it comes to the draft, it's very annoying as a Houston fan because nothing gets out. So you had to
Yeah, but
visit.
also like as a like, bro, I watched every snap last season. Every snap. You know
Yeah,
what the team needs. You have a good
I
idea
know.
what they're thinking. Like you know what I'm saying? No, I'm saying like for us, we know because it's like, man, we think that, and then Casario does something along those lines. It's like because you just know. You know what I mean? You watch
Yeah,
the team, you know what they lack. So you have a good idea what we're gonna do. Casario's just like, I'm not. I think I'm telling you that's why I always bring up the Brees Hall shit because they ran their mouth about that and then they got sniped. They're not gonna allow that no more.
yeah.
Could
Loose
you
lips.
imagine where this team would be right now if you had Brees Hall on it? All you would have to do for that, you would have to like take Brees Hall and let Mechie go because you wouldn't have got Mechie. But I would still make that trade off.
Yeah, I would have. Yeah, for sure. Houston Sports State of the Union says, "How are y'all feeling about the Texans' new drip?"
Um, the white and red ones I fucks with. The other one I'm not a fan of. I don't like that blue. It's too dark, bro. It looks almost black.
It. I'm 50-50 on it. I'm not in love with it, but it's also like I don't hate it. You know, it's one
I'm
I
gonna.
was hoping I would love it. Like I was hoping I was gonna be like, damn, this is bad. But I think it's because when I seeing like the way U of H did theirs
Mm-hmm.
a bit, I was like, yeah, this is dope. And then I get that, and I'm like, yeah, yeah,
I'm
it's
pretty sure it'd be lighter under a stadium light, but
yeah,
still, it's like to the motherfuckers that want to wear that in public. It's like, I ain't selling no shoes that shade of navy blue. That shit is dark, bro. This is blue black.
feel like the Astros got some navy blue. We should too. Uh, yeah, I'm not mad at them though. The helmets are nice. Riddle made some nice helmets for them. They look pretty cool. I'm not
Word.
gonna be a grown person buying a helmet though, walking around with it. So
I would like one that's like a autograph helmet.
no, that would be dope. Like the red ones are beautiful. It looks like some like red candy paint kind of.
Yeah,
I like it, but
I need CJ, Will, Tank, Tunsil, probably as many as I can get. Be honest with you.
Joe
I just
Mixon.
don't want to be that dude who got a helmet in 20 years and then people are gonna be like, "Who the fuck is Mike Ford?"
Speaking of Ford, welcome Christian Ford. Texas new look uniforms. They are fire. Look, we got retro uniforms now. D'Amico made the joke. I wore the same uniforms as the guys I'm coaching right now, so that says something. It will be dope to see like get like a picture of like a JJ and like Andre in it, like Texans. If you do that, that would be good for your social media. People will love that. See like Andre in a old school, new school thing. See JJ in an old school, new school. Only the good players. I don't see no like if somebody photoshops like Brock Osweiler, I'm gonna be pissed. Like,
What if they do Matt Schaub?
I think Matt Schaub deserves it for a Texan. Mister Two Left Feet. He did a lot for us. I mean, he did his thing. I'm cool with it. It's not. I won't say I don't want him to be the best quarterback we've ever had, but I also gonna respect what he did. Like,
I already think CJ like pretty close to already naming
oh
himself
yeah,
the best quarterback we've ever had.
yeah.
Pretty
I,
close.
I was like, we got bamboozled thinking it was Deshaun Watson, and then we're like, oh,
Man, that
football
was
gods
that
showed up.
that worked out for us right there. I tell you what, like it sucked for 2 seasons, but that shit worked out for us.
The picks we got, the the picks we definitely got as a quarterback. I mean, CJ, we're gonna see what he does this season. Hopefully, he doesn't regress in some way. But
Man, it's like you said earlier, that shit goes back on slow it. Like if you put him in a position to succeed, then I think CJ can make it happen. Oh, I think our offense is going to be look so much better, bro. When you have running game,
oh yeah, yeah.
if they can average about like 3.37 to 4 yards a carry, no matter who carries it, that'll help us so much. You can't be going like 3rd and 7 all the time. It's like fuck that, bro. We need 3rd and 3rd and 2nd if we can.
I mean, Mixon. Hopefully, he does well. Pierce. Hopefully, he's able to learn the playbook and give something, if that. But I mean, hopefully, we do draft one. It seems like since they didn't bring any other veterans in,
Mm-hmm.
it looks like they're gonna be drafting a running back at some point, which I'm cool with.
There's some
Um,
dudes I've seen them mock like that Garindo one on that other guy's mock. Isaac Garindo from Louisville. That dude is fucking fast, bro. And he's a transfer to Louisville. I forgot where he had came from. He played at a better school. Like he would be like he could possibly be for us like Jalen Warren.
I'm cool with that. I like
Fuck
Jalen.
yeah.
I
Fuck
like Jalen. That's
yeah.
what we need. That's what we need. Boom. Hey, I need somebody. Hey, go give me those yards real quick. All right, got you, coach. Be a refrigerator. Hit them. Bam. Yeah, it's the it's very weird. The high of the Texans, even though we don't have a first, is still up there with draft. It's one of those
Mm-hmm.
things where we kind of trust D'Amico and Nick at this point. So you kind of, as a Texans
Motherfucker
fan,
learn
you
how to create content speculating on who our quarterback was going to be. We don't got that
yeah,
no more.
I know it's like who we drafting, who we signing, who we doing this that. Feels good. It feels good to be on to have the quarterback. Um, Draft will be something different for sure. But with all the highs, there are lows in Houston sports, and the lowest for sure is the Houston Astros. As of right now, they're losing to the Cubs 5-2.
He
Um,
gave up all 5 runs in the first inning, by the way. A
yeah, I
two
know.
run shot and a 3 run shot.
I was cooking, and I was like, the Astros are playing. I'm gonna finish and go watch. And I sat down. I was like, it's 5-0. What the hell? I mean, nothing I could do, I guess. You know.
There's nothing he could do either. They were poorly thrown. Dude, he threw a fucking fastball on like the inner third about a ball's drop down into the batter's box to Bellinger, and on the first pitch, Bellinger hit a tank off of JP. I was like, this is the kind of fucking day it's gonna be. And for 1 inning, it was. It was bad.
Which is weird because like you look at our offense and ranks, we can get on base. We can't bring nobody the fuck in.
Nope. We get a lot of hits. We don't score that many runs.
Pitching is atrocious from start to relief.
I personally feel, and this is just me, I would shake the lineup up and put Jordan back in the 3 hole. Go back to the Altuve, Bregman, Jordan, Tucker. I don't know why. I just think that will help us.
They need to do something because this is terrible. Joe Espada said he talked to 7 players. He didn't give names. He just said he talked to 7 players and was like, "Look, we got to do better. We need to do better. You need to do better." So I mean, we could kind of finger point at who these 7 were easily. Whether it
The
was
first baseman that's batting in the 8 hole, that one.
oh yeah, Jose Abreu's 0 for 20 as of right now. So he said that. But don't worry, Espadas told 790 today that John Singleton will be or Singletary, whatever freak his name is, will be playing more at first base.
Oh, what the fuck?
They both suck, so I don't really care for either one of them.
Put Caratini there if he's not catching. That's so simple. It's so simple.
I'm I'm just to the point where I'm like, I don't know. At first base, I'm kind of just like, whatever, dog. I don't know what to do. Somebody got to get out of this slump. They both suck. Um, but it's also like it doesn't get easier. Spencer Arrigetti's pitching tomorrow. So I would not be
Why can't
watching this.
Verlander pitch tomorrow?
He's pitching the next day. I guess they're giving him an extra day to.
And then we go to Mexico. They said Fromber might pitch in Mexico.
Yeah, he's gonna. He did a bullpen throw today, I believe. So he'll play
And
against
Christian
Colorado.
Javier's retarded ass says he feels better. It just aggravated something in his neck because he slept wrong. Hey, idiot! You're a pro athlete. You slept wrong.
All right, Jordan. Man,
Yeah, that's a
can't
Jordan injury.
Jordan looked at the sun too long. Allergies, like whatever. I don't know what else it is, but yeah, Jordan be getting those weird injuries. I mean, I'm trying to see like a positive in this, and there's not one really.
There really isn't, but
I get
it can't get worse. I can tell you that.
yeah, that's true actually. I mean, you're gonna get healthy at some point. You'll get your starters back when you get a rotation of Framber, Javier, Verlander. That's a good 1, 2, 3 right there.
If yeah, I ain't gonna lie, bruh. Like I might have to make a trade for a starting pitcher. I can't fucks with JP and Hunter Brown. Like I can't do this back to back days. This is not making me feel good at all.
It feels like a consistent 2 losses every single time
Yeah.
because
Yes.
they're gonna give up the runs at the beginning, and then you're gonna play catch up the whole game, which is just doesn't sit well with the team.
Mm-mm.
And then you sprinkle a Spencer Arrighetti in there, and it's like, yay!
That's why I feel like you go back to the old lineup because Bregman probably approaches his at bats differently in that position because he's looking to get on base for Jordan to get him home. Like Jordan's still getting hits, but he's not crushing the ball.
Yeah,
Like at least move runners over while he's getting hits because half the time Altuve's either like home run or goofy shit. Like Altuve's just gonna do Altuve.
yeah.
Altuve, Bregman, Jordan, Tucker, Yonner, and then I would go Pena, McCormick, first baseman, Jake Myers.
I like that. Where does Dubon fit in all this? Because he's one of the hotter bats.
Yeah, but like, what you're a shortstop, second baseman, or center fielder, and Myers hit a home run today, so he's not coming out. You're not taking Altuve's spot. You're not taking Pena's spot. You
So
can't play first. You don't like third.
so DH it is then.
Just yeah, but what about Caratini? Like he hits the ball too.
I know. So can one of y'all learn first?
Trade Bregman. That would shake some shit up right there.
I mean, we talked about in our video that it doesn't feel like there's a leader on this team. Like, I mean, looking at this thing also, like nobody's vocal whenever they're losing. Nobody's vocal like when they need that.
Trade Bregman for a starting pitcher. Put Pena at third, Dubon at short, and I think that would make us better. You would be fucking hated in the city if you did that,
That'd be freaking funny.
but if this was MLB the Show, I would make that trade.
In a heartbeat. I don't know. I'm trying to stay optimistic. It's still early. It is still early. It's only April. May is about to come around. But once May starts rolling around, you start getting into that summer baseball, then I'm like, all right,
What are we like 25 games in?
yeah,
I have a question. Somebody answer. What's the strength of the Astros?
hitting.
Join us next week. Uh, you don't know what the fuck you're supposed to be doing. What you're supposed to be good at. You know what I'm saying?
Like, it's weird because, like, you're the the hitting is there, singles, doubles, triples, but you can't get nobody in. So with
Mm-mm.
runners in scoring position is terrible. We leave so many on
Mm-hmm.
base. And then starting pitching's bad. Some of them are bad. The relief pitching's starting to look better with
Mm-hmm.
Montero and Martinez and all these guys, Belak. But then the closers are ass.
I'm a fan of that little Sean Dubin guy.
Oh, he's good. Yeah, I like him.
He's gonna have games where he pisses us off, but then he's gonna have games where he strikes people out. I like that little bastard.
Yeah, I like him. Now, if freaking Hader and Presley can get their shit together, Bray, you can actually show up. Like, if you
I'm
didn't
telling you, I
get
would shake him up, and I would put Hader in the eighth inning and Presley in the ninth.
at this point, you got to do something.
Let
You
me
got to
tell you
move them
what. Look,
around.
look. I'm gonna be optimistic too, but I'm also gonna be realistic. I know how this shit goes, bro. Put Hader in the eighth inning, Presley in the ninth. Presley's gonna do good because his ego's gonna feel good. Hader's gonna do better because you take the pressure off of him. And then in about 6 weeks from now, Presley's gonna get hurt, and then Hader gets his spot back. So
Yeah, that's true. Actually, I can see that. I mean,
that's how I would do that. A spotter, bro. Just hear me out.
Spotted. Are you listening, Zach?
Probably not. He's managing this sorry ass game, but whatever.
I
Hey, they bullying the Astros fans? No, they're Astros fans.
mean, look, if we get swept by the Colorado Rockies, then we definitely suck. Like,
If we get swept by the Rockies in Mexico, stay in Mexico.
yeah, at that point, like, y'all just need to, y'all need, I don't know, like, I'm
Run
done
up
with
to
that.
the border as they're crossing and start hollering shit like, he's got heroin in his butt. The
You can't do that.
middle part of our bullpen has been good.
Our middle part of our bullpen's like our hitting when it comes to singles, doubles, triples. That's it. Everything
Yep.
around it is ass. Home runs, ass. Runners in scoring position, ass. I can get on base though, and hey, fuck, I can get on base. I can get a full bases loaded, and then have the next three people get out. It's fucking awesome, man. I don't know.
We suck.
We do suck. I'll try to sit here and be like optimistic, but man, we suck right now. Like all the look at the back of the baseball card, all the this and that, and I get it. A spotter can only do so much from a coach's standpoint, and the players have to play the damn game because it's like even if he moves them around and then if they're still not hitting, it's like, bro, y'all swinging at everything. Y'all aren't doing nothing. The pitchers, Hunter Brown, JP, what the fuck, bro? Renell Blanco came in here and looks better than both of you combined. What the fuck? Like, I get it if
That's
you
the
could.
question, bro. When can you call Yonner out on some bullshit, bro? Like he missed his. Why you can't catch that? Why you can't catch that?
He's still learning. That's everything I hear. He's still learning, but he's so good on offense. I was like, I didn't say anything about his offense. I'm talking about
Okay,
his catching ability because he is a freaking catcher.
okay. He already stuck his fucking glove out there and hit the bat, so that's catcher's interference. Take your base.
It,
Not the biggest fan of this guy's. I don't hate him. He's really good on offense.
well, he did that right now or what?
Yeah.
So that's two. Then he's done back to back games because he did that in the eighth last game, which
And he did
really
all
is
this with a runner on first. So he advanced
really
the runner.
detrimental to your relief pitcher because you put a lot of more pressure on Scott. But and that's the thing. I think people don't like that us on Bayou City Boys tend to call out players that are fan favorites because we don't care because we are calling it the way we see it. If he was doing a great job, I'd be like, keep the shit
You,
up, bro.
it's because like people don't understand that that position is important. You know what I'm saying? It's like there's two sides to that fucking position, but you could get by being really good at catching and not batting, but I don't know if you could get by being really good at batting and not being able to catch. Because the two times we won a World Series, bro, we did not have great batting catchers. Like that's not that important to me if you can't catch. Like you can't quantify how important that is, but you could quantify how important their bat is because you have averages.
They always say, I hear it all the time from analysts, athletes. There are certain things in sports that matter. Basketball is a players' league. If you have
Mm-hmm.
more players, you more than likely are going like better players. You're more than likely going to beat a team that doesn't. Baseball is a pitching league. We've
Yes.
known this for a while. Great pitching will beat great hitting. It always happens. And if your catcher is not helping your pitchers out, then you're going to get rocked, which we see a lot. We've been seeing this season. And that's what we're saying. Like, we keep getting attacked in our comments that, oh, we hate Yonner and it's not fair. And it's like, it's not that we hate him. It's just, you're critiquing somebody from their mistakes. Like, if he wouldn't have put his hand out there with the bases loaded,
If you don't criticize him for doing that dumb shit, then you're applauding losing because it's why we're losing.
and but that's the thing I don't get either though. It's like we can call out Jose Abreu, kick him while he's down 0 for 20 right now.
Mm-hmm.
Why can't we call out Diaz when he's messing up?
Exactly.
We did it with Kyle Tucker in the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
He went on a milk car and we called him out. I
We
mean, what
do it
was
to
it?
Jake Meyer all the time.
Yeah, that's what I'm like. What are we talking about here? Like,
I just said we should trade Bregman. We talk about everybody.
that's what I'm saying.
Altuve and Jordan and Altuve are the only ones I won't joke around about getting rid of though.
Yeah, those are the only two. I'm like, y'all safe. Y'all good in my book. Everybody else, see ya.
Tucker's real close to that, but like you shit the bed in the playoffs.
Oh, that he did. That he definitely did.
But he carried us all season.
That he also did. People forget that though. People forget how he carried us into the playoffs and then
And
was
people
hot in
for
the
also
playoffs.
forget how good a Brady was in the playoffs.
Oh yeah, him definitely Abreu. That also. I tell people I was like, let Abreu heat up, but if he does,
He hit a shot earlier though. He hit a hard ball, but the first baseman made an amazing defensive catch on it. So he's making contact. Something will happen. I hope. Can't get no worse for him. He's 0 for 20.
yeah, I was say it can't get any worse. I mean, we've seen people do this. Remember Altuve's? That was terrible. It's like basketball. You get shooting slumps. It happens.
Mm-hmm.
The receivers they start to drop balls continuously.
He
Butterfingers.
got the yips, bro.
Yeah. Quarterback. There's games where they be throwing underthrowing it. Oh gosh, what kind of freaking play was? I mean, you got him out at second, I guess, but Me
You're
so.
ahead of me.
I mean, they
I have a
scored.
feeling I'm about to be pissed off.
I mean, one run scored. Through it, almost lost it completely. I mean, fielding has been another thing also for the Astros where it's like, I mean, Abreu also some mistakes on his side. Bregman's had some mistakes. Pena's had some mistakes. Altuve's mistakes. I mean, there's been games where we've lost because our fielding has been terrible, and
That's what I was saying. What's our strength? At every point of the dynasty has been like this year's pitching, hitting, defense,
I don't,
bullpen.
I don't see one.
Me neither.
Like, I don't see one at all because even if you get the hits, I don't believe you have the ability to get them in with runners in scoring position. If you're
They need
starting
Denzel
pitching,
Washington to come in there and coach y'all like on Remember the Titans. You boys ain't got no nuts.
that is what it is. This team feels soft.
It's
It
softer
is
than a motherfucker.
like we talk about the Ime Udoka effect with the Rockets. It took a while. It took a while. He had to get up in there and be like, "Hey, push the fuck back. Do something. Like, don't let him punk you." And you started to see it as the year went on. You there was games where I think it was like 5 games in a row we got in fights almost. And he said, he goes, "I condone that." He goes, "Because you don't let him punk you." D'Amico Ryans and them boys. You saw CJ over there doing this shit, Will over there knocking people. Like they have a culture. They're not gonna let anybody punk them. This team, we're getting
Soft.
punked. We're getting punked. We're soft like Charmin freaking
The
tissue paper,
biggest
bro.
motherfucker on the biggest scary motherfucker on the team is the softest one of them all, Jordan.
My cousin, yeah, I don't know. He didn't get the Alvarez genes of that.
And
I
they
don't.
stole second base on you, Yonner. Good job.
But he can hit, bro. He can hit. Catching don't matter. Awesome. Awesome. Scott got a ball because
I oh a balk for real. Y'all
yep.
just gave up a run for real.
Nah, I didn't get a run. It was a 2-2, and they got the outs. Minimal damage done.
This guy would pitch better if he shaved that dumbass mustache.
That's what it is. He got that Yankee mustache on him.
Yeah, yeah. Will y'all get serious for once? Fuck.
Yeah,
That's
this
what it
this
is. Y'all just soft, bro. Y'all soft. It's pathetic.
it is. I mean, anybody that watches the Astros right now and says they're not soft, you're tripping because this team right now is very soft. They get hit in the mouth every damn time. Nothing. Nothing.
The difference is, I mean, the you need Maldy back.
But everybody said Maldi sucks with the White Sox right now. His numbers are terrible. And that's what I'm saying. We're not talking about what the freak he does on the bat.
No, because this bullshit wouldn't be happening. These motherfuckers just scored a run and advanced the runners and never hit a ball. It was all operator error.
Ball,
Fucking catcher's interference,
catcher
ball,
interference.
all that bullshit. Bring Maldy back. You infuse some of that youth in there, like Luperfido or Cabbage or one of those dudes that can play first base. I mean, a little bit. I just don't want a Singleton at first base, bro.
I don't see why I get why people want Abreu gone. I'm not going to sit here and defend the dude, but I also can't sit there and say that I want Singleton. Like, it's like me replacing my freaking flat tire with a flat donut. Like,
If that Luperfido kid or Cabbage or one of them fools come up there and play first base for you, they get paid next to nothing. Just consider it the law of average. I'm overpaying you to sit there and I'm paying you next to nothing to play every day. Whatever, I'm getting my shit done.
yeah, at this
And then,
point, like,
for all you know, a Brady's bat might wake up one day.
Yeah, I don't know. At this point, like those two being my options, I freaking hate it, but whatever. I mean, I'm not the coach. I'm not
I
general
mean,
manager.
Caratini's an option. He could play first base. I know he can play first base. I seen him play first base.
But then you get Diaz more as a catcher.
And
I
yeah, I
want to
know.
see.
But
I want
but
to
hold
see
on,
who.
hold on.
Yeah,
Think about it like this, right? Say you get Maldonado back, right? So then my depth chart, I'll carry Yonner and Maldi as catchers, and then I'll get rid of Singleton, and I'll list Caratini as a first baseman.
one they gotta want to trade him, which I know they will because they don't really care. But
He could get that motherfucker could get
yeah,
God.
I get it. But I don't think I don't see them doing that trade until later, sadly, because
Can't wait.
it.
Can't wait.
Oh, I know that, but I don't have freaking pride when it comes to that shit. These dudes, if they lose the more series, those their stuff's gonna skyrocket downwards
I
because
was about, bro. If you have a two more bad weeks like this, you the season's slipping away. It slipped away. That's
yeah,
a hell of a comeback. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, and like, it's gonna be interesting. I want to know who Justin Verlander has behind home plate.
Caratini.
And I said, I want to know who it is because he had Diaz. You and me felt that there was some, I don't want to say beef or animosity, but he was kind of having to like teach him as it went on. And Verlander's like, bro,
Mm-hmm.
I got to worry about my own game and I'm over here doing this shit with you. If Caratini's behind that, that is a big eye opening to it. Now, if it's Diaz again, then hey, maybe we'll see how it goes with another game and all that stuff. But it's going to be interesting for sure because I want to know who Framber, Javier, and Verlander prefer at catcher because that's always been a thing. Who they want at catcher is who they're gonna get, and then the rest of you get the other one.
Maldi. Bring back Maldi. But he was the player we needed.
Yeah,
Like we need that attitude.
because he would wake him up. He would talk shit to him. He talked shit to the other team. He was the only one.
He talks shit to his own team. Shit.
I know. I was like everybody else is like, well, we didn't want to hurt. No, Marty would be sitting there
And we
spitting
fucking
sunflower
suck.
seeds.
I wonder if one person has said that yet. We fucking suck.
None of them. I'm pretty sure none of them have bums. All
Bro,
of them bums.
all of them bums.
Because at this point, it's hard to watch, bro. Like being a real fan of this team, it's hard to watch. I literally went from Scott pitching to watching a basketball game and went to commercial. I come back and we're already 3-0.
Yeah, that was quick. But my thing is it kind of remind. I think what making you mad is it reminds you of Dusty because Dusty would let shit just happen to see when it would change, and I feel like that's what's going on now. And I was like, "No, Spot, we wanted you because you didn't. We thought you weren't going to do that."
It is hard to watch the Stros. It is very hard. This when I say this, and I
Look at that
mean this,
motherfucker. He acts like he's filling out a motherfucking scorecard. It really, I think you're coloring for real. Like,
you gotta color it blue. He's like, they'll figure it out. This is harder to watch than, for me at least, than the Rockets games when they were like trying to figure
trash.
out.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
This is way worse because you're supposed to be a World Series contender.
yeah. It's like I knew what I had there. I was like, well, anything that happens is positive. This is all bleh. It's because you're not even in a close game, so you can't even see what if you need Presley and Hater. They're kind of non-existent in this game. And it's like, oh, cool. The games I needed you to help win, you lost them. The games like these, I mean, this is a tough one, 5-0 in the first, and then you're like, oh, here we go again. Kind of
Yep.
stuff. But there's nobody to rile those guys up. There's nobody in there. Stop doing the damn HEB commercials. I'm tired of seeing the stupid Taqueria Aranda commercials. Get all that shit off my damn TV until y'all start winning some freaking games, bro.
For
One
real.
of my homeboys told me, he goes, this reminds me of that year the Texans sucked and I kept having to see HEB commercials with them. Like, it's just like, bro, like, I'm so tired of it. Like, I get it. It still can be turned around, but all these highlights from the last year and all that stuff, I don't mean shit because you're playing. You're one
Bro,
of the worst
you're
in baseball.
Jake Myers is the only one who could hit today. Like the winds behind your back in Wrigley. Like we should be crushing balls today, and y'all have nothing. Jakey got a 2 run shot. What are the rest of y'all doing? What are the rest of y'all doing?
I have no freaking clue with this team anymore, bro. Like I have no clue. I have no excuses for him. Like people are like, fire Espada. We need Dusty back. What the fuck? What is Dusty gonna do? He can go out there and close out games with Hater and Presley. He can go out there and grab a bat and swing it. At the end of the day, it's the players. I don't.
Yeah,
If
we're
y'all
too
don't want
fucking
to,
soft, bro.
we are one of the soft. I would. I want to. I'm gonna do a freaking poll on that. How soft are the damn Astros? Because I want to know what people think. Because is it just us that thinks they're soft, or is it just because these fools keep getting hit in the mouth? And we got to be honest. We're not one of the more liked teams in baseball.
That yeah, not at all. But that's besides the point. Like
Yeah.
we when you're there was times like 2019, 2021, 2022 where we were so fucking good, bro. Like we were the hunter. Like we came out here to hunt. Like you knew when we were being aggressive, and we would do that shit for 10 games at a time. You slump for a couple. You know what I'm saying? Where we would go on street. It's like y'all can't turn it on. This y'all don't know how to turn this car back on.
Marlo says, "I want to be a guest on the show. How can I? Just hit me up on Facebook, bro, and then we can figure it all out. We're gonna end up. We are actually gonna end up doing guest stuff on our live. We just been busy with draft stuff and gym stuff and all that, getting everything ready, fantasy football stuff and all that, because we're gonna be doing a lot of fantasy football. So just hit me up.
Yup.
Got you, man. We'll be bringing guests on for sure. Tuesdays and Thursdays are usually our days we go live. So I said we gotta add in a Wednesday. We will. Depending on how hot it is. I mean, if the Astros are 7-35, I mean it's gonna be a
If the Astros let this season slip away, we got nothing to talk about.
Oh, it says fire Espada,
Whoa, 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 whoa. That's dramatic.
Jim, and ship a Bayou out of town. At this point, I can't even
Would you
remember
be willing to eat some of that contract to get rid of him?
who Abreu.
Yeah.
At this point, bro. I'm just gonna keep you because I mean,
But don't you have him for 2 more years?
yeah, but I mean, as jacked up as it seems, I have more faith in Abreu to turn it around than John Cena's gonna give me anything productive in his career.
I truly believe in my heart that bringing Maldonado back will change a lot of shit.
They need. Richard said it right here. No leadership on this team. There is not one damn person in that damn locker room to lead.
There's 2 years worth of tape on BCB where I said the exact same thing. Who's the leader?
Yep.
Who's the leader? I stopped asking that question because nobody could answer it, and the only person that did get their name mentioned was Correa, and I was like, "Fuck that guy."
Yeah, Correa was it. Remember we got in trouble. People were mad at us for something.
Yeah, fuck them too.
Watch a Brady
No,
made comment. They have no business being here? Question mark. At this point, I don't even know what to ship off, what to keep it's we're so bad at like as a dedicated Astro fan that watched the Astros and all that stuff and was like, man, this is gonna be tough. Seeing this, I feel like I am watching Golden State Warriors all over again. The, I feel
yeah,
like
this
it.
is like that year Curry broke his hand.
Yeah. Marlo says, "You think they blow the roster up?" Question mark.
No, I don't think so.
I gotta see what the hell happens. Like at
Because
this point, like
it's not a matter of talent. It's what's going on here. Y'all being punks is what's going on. It's just y'all being punks.
Richard said, Bregman and McCullers were supposed to be those leaders when Correa left. Bregman. I think Zach
Bregman,
said it.
yes.
McCullers, you can go and do whatever the hell you want. I don't care. I'm not even gonna think about you. You annoy me. But Bregman, I think you said it on our last video. You were like, it feels like that weird spot where Bregman's looking out for Bregman because he has to.
Yes,
It's a contract year. I can't be mad at you, bro. But it's also like it's a
there's
weird
a
void of
disconnect
yeah,
between his best interest and the team's best interest,
yeah,
and he's supposed to be the leader. So I mean, and I don't count on McCullers for anything.
no. Which
Bring
coach
back
could you
Maldi.
get? I don't think you need a new
Ugh,
coach.
I really don't either.
I don't think your coaching can get the full. I don't see how people are blaming Espada for all of his problems. Everybody's like, bring Dusty back. Bro, do y'all not remember that Dusty literally said word for word by December I was kind of done with like he literally said mid-season he was ready to retire. Like bro was tired. He's freaking like 100 years old, bro. Like you need leadership in the locker room. Maybe we just did not realize how influential Uncle Brantley was and freaking Maldonado in that locker room talking to these dudes. You need some veteran in there. You need somebody that can go in there and talk to the grab. Hey, go play your damn game, bro. Because you're all
But it's
soft right now.
also because we're as fans, you put too much on the players. Like we had expectations for JP and Hunter because of what they did last year, but I mean they can't kind of live up to it. Yonner, if you ask me, it's like, you fucking suck as a catcher, bro. So
Yeah.
like that matters. And then the just other starters being hurt. All three of them been on the DL. It's like what the hell, man? It says health.
Verlander had
First
one
get
start.
healthy.
Rember had two starts. Javier had four starts. Urquidy's still on IO. And then, yeah. Dustin says, replying to Marlowe, this is not an Espada. Pitching has not been good. Marlowe says, Espada ain't him.
Well, we don't know that yet because he hasn't had a healthy roster at all.
Then he goes, Marlowe says, I've been right. I've been right when noticing who's a problem, and it's Espada. Marlowe says Michael Brantley for coach.
No,
You're not.
no,
You
no,
don't make a
no.
mid-season coaching change though ever really, unless the season's over. I feel also. Uh, Bridger said hand clap. Dustin says injuries and back end of the bullpen and starting pitching is the problem. We look, the numbers do not lie. Ryan Presley and Josh Hader was 18 blown saves
Man, this
combined.
shit, man. Sometimes I fucking stop wanting to watch when Hater comes out. I get nervous. It was a couple, two, three games there in a row. It's like, man, I don't know who's about to throw this ball, but I didn't trust him at all.
We used to say that Presley was gonna make his streak. Now they both make his streak. It's like
Mm-hmm.
yay. Marlowe says Framber needs to be traded. I mean,
Depending on what you could give for him, I don't hate that idea. I told you earlier, Jordan and Altuve are the only two untouchables to me.
Marlowe says why not? Didn't the Phillies make a mid-season change and then go to the World Series?
But I
Name me
think
a
that promoted
name me a
within
coach though
though.
that can take this team to the World Series. That's out there. It's not Dusty Baker because he's not coming back because he's already has a job.
Yeah, tell him, tell him,
I
tell him.
don't know one person that can come in and be like, you know what, y'all want GM Jeff Bagwell or what?
Yeah, I don't think Espada's the problem, to be honest with you. Like from a strategy standpoint, and for the most part of decision making, that like in game, on the fly decision making, he hasn't done terrible to me. Now, I think that he can be more like expressive. Like you could be mad if the team won't. Like go get thrown out. Go cuss at the like do something. Make us cause a scene. Like don't just sit there and take it on the chin.
Yeah, it's like he wants to be that respectful. He remind man, he like his calm, cool, collective reminds me of what's his name that the Rockets used to have as a head coach.
Steven
Um,
Silas.
yes,
If he say that one more time, then I'm not gonna be able to get that out of my head, and then I'm gonna be with Marlo like fucking fire Espada.
I get it, but that's what he acts like to me right now, and I don't know if it's him trying because it's early. It's an early season, right? It's only April. I don't know if it's him trying to be like, hey, I need y'all fools to start waking the hell up because, like I said, he talked to 7 players. He didn't name them, but he talked to 7 players and said, I need y'all to get y'all shit together. It clearly didn't work today, but we'll figure out how it works later because these dudes suck right now. But it's I do feel like I mean we always say it in sports. The coach can say one thing. Now, if you respect your coach, all right, cool. But then there's also players in that locker room. Like we know if Verlander was to go to those pitchers and say something, it's gonna matter to a lot of those pitchers and all that stuff. But who the hell is gonna talk to the other players like in the locker room? Who's gonna be the guy that is a hard motherfucker? Like Maldonado
Yeah,
was that dude.
yeah.
Maldonado would go and fight people if he had to. He didn't care.
That's what I'm saying. We need Maldi back, bro.
If if this team was to get in a fight out there, I don't see one person on this team throwing a punch at all in any shape or form.
I ain't gonna lie. I do believe Chaz would.
Okay, one person, Chaz. Yeah, he
There's
got
something
that
about
Philly.
that guy.
Chaz got that. Yeah, he ran into a wall for it. So
Yeah, he
I can.
looked like he came from 8 Mile or something.
Yeah, yeah, I don't see one. I don't see like, and I get it. I'm not saying to go out there be dirty, get all crazy and stuff. I
But
just
it's not even about that. It's like when Maldi's on our team, you don't get to punk us because every time you get to bat, you got to come up to home plate and see him. You know what I'm saying? Think about last year when Simeon from the Rangers got into it with Maldi at home plate and they got ejected on some bullshit that really didn't have nothing to do with either one of them. So that's why we need Maldi, bro. A lot of
yeah.
this shit wouldn't fly.
See, Zach says Blummer just said it perfectly. Injuries is starting pitching. Back end bullpen is screwing us, and not having the Astros swag that we're used to. We don't got no swag. There's nothing. There is. We on Bayou City Boys thought when we got Espada that this team was gonna ramp it the hell up, be able to
Mm-hmm.
be who they want to be. I see even less enthusiasm, less fucking. I don't see no damn celebrations. I don't see shit. I don't see shit. This is a boring team to watch when it comes to hitting a home run. I feel like I'm watching golf. Like get freaking enthusiastic. Like, damn, bro. Like Jake Myers is the only person that got some energy out there. Like,
Because he's still playing for his spot.
it's like, bro, this team like is and I get it. You suck right now. You are atrocious. You are hard to watch. You are a laughing stock of the MLB right now. And literally you deserve it because you are 7 and whatever. I think it's like 7-16 or some bullshit like that. I mean, you're about to be 7-17, whatever, but you've lost. You've only won like one series. You've tied like 2 or 3, and then the rest you've lost because of close game. Like it is.
Base
It's
hit for
bad.
Altuve.
Yeah, I mean that's. I guess Richard said he's a friend, not a coach. First year management problems, learning how to coach with from the driver's seat. Richard says this team has no grit. Yeah, this team is. I don't.
Hell no, they ain't got no grit. It's like watching the Golden Girls sometimes. This is pathetic.
Hey, Fran has no. Nah, I don't know. It's hard to watch. It's. I'm hoping they figure it out. I mean, they got no other choice but to figure it out. All these dudes. This will be a true embarrassment of a season if you continue this pace. I said injuries, of course, starting injuries play a huge part because your rotation's moving around so much. Um, I need to see these pitchers healthy, start locking in
your
stuff.
your cousin's pissing me off.
Oh, he started off hot and then now he's back in his slump when we don't need him to slump. So, yay, Jordan, my boy, my man. Somebody has to lead this team.
I was about to say, ain't nobody scared of you right now.
Not at all. There's not one. Is there one batter that y'all can name that y'all are scared of in our lineup?
It's supposed to be Yonner and Tucker. The one player that I would say I'm scared of is Altuve
Like he's the
because
one
he's
consistent.
unpredictable. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Like he's probably the most consistent. Even he'll get on a single, a double, a triple, a home run. He'll figure out. If not, he's gonna make your pitch count go up a bit. and all that stuff. He'll get a one or two where he hits one ball, then it's an out and all that stuff. You're kind of upset with it, but he tends to be able to flow around. Some of the other dudes,
I'm telling you, bro. Go back to last year's lineup: Altuve, Bregman, Jordan, Tucker.
I mean, they're gonna have to move stuff around for sure. 'Cause this ain't it. Man. This ain't it at all. Zach says, "How bad of a signing do y'all think Jose Abreu is so far?" I I
I
think
On a scale from 1 to 10, I think I'm gonna favor him being a decent signing because of what he did in the playoffs last year.
can't forget that.
Like,
You can't just
like that's what I'm
discount
saying. Like, we wouldn't have been that far without him because you had Jordan going the fuck off, and then Brady was there with him. And other than that, our offense was kind of meh. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't forget that. On a 1 to 10, I give him like a 6.5 ish, 7.
I think when we signed him, the hype was up here. It got
Yes.
drastically down to here, and it kept going.
Mm-hmm.
He brought it back up to here a bit for playoffs, and then now we're just back down here. And it's I'm not one of it. I'm not. I can't even be mad because Jim Crane. That's your dumb fault for not having a GM and giving Jeff Bagwell the ability to sign players. Luckily, Michael Brantley retired. We still got Rafael Montero on this stupid contract, and we got Jose Abreu on this contract. Dana Brown had nothing to do with those. Like he's already said, I wasn't here when those were signings. So
The
I
thing
don't.
that pisses people mostly off about Abreu is that because you suck, now we have to see Singleton.
Yes, told you.
You're responsible directly for that, Abreu.
Yes, and I'm pissed off because I didn't even want to see this fool on the team. I didn't want to see him on a roster spot. I was like, get him off my damn team. Want to be Evan
I,
Gaddis?
I'll fuck. I'm all for letting him sit it out until he figures it out. But also, like, you might have to figure it out on the bench because
You're
I
he's
swear by Caratini at first base.
bro, but that's the thing is like with Abreu, like the year that he like last year when he was struggling, he was still making plays on defense. This year you're
Right?
sucking at both, so it's hard to justify you. You're in your head mentally, and and like you just said, go figure that shit out on the bench over there. Go sit by that Kool Aid or that Powerade container and think about it, bro. Watch some people because you suck right
Mm-hmm.
now, and I have Espada. I don't care. It hurt these grown man's feelings for all I give a shit. They suck.
I
Like
think
when
you should,
people,
when you suck this bad, you have to have your best bats and your best player, hottest players in at any given time. Like you said earlier, why Dubon's not in the game? He should be in there somewhere. He's making the best contact of anybody. Caratini, switch hitter, yeah, he's making contact. He needs to be in the lineup. Fuck this 062 batting average for Abreu. Go sit your ass down somewhere. It's ridiculous.
Richard goes, watching the Astros this year shows you how truly hard of game of baseball is. Only thing you can truly control is throwing the ball, and we can't even do that right now.
No, we can't.
Zach says that's the only reason I tolerate Abreu. Yeah, I don't know. I need some changes. Uh, changes are good. This team though is you said it. If they continue this pace 2 weeks, it's
You're pretty much last grasp of that season.
yeah.
Oh, if Houston plays this season out like this and we don't make the playoffs, yeah, we might not see Tucker no more or Bregman. Like I don't see or Fromber. Like I don't think everybody's coming back.
Nah, you got to figure some stuff out. You got too much money on the books of wasting money and McCullers, Raphael, Abreu. Um, Zach goes, Doobie should be an everyday player, no questions asked. So where are you gonna play him at though? That's the problem.
Mm-hmm. I mean, like I told you, if I was playing MLB the show, I would trade Bregman, move Pena to third, Doobie at second, trade Bregman for a starting pitcher and something else, and call it.
At this point, I'm open for it. Dana, do what you want, bro.
I'm telling you, bro, our season will change If you get Maldonado back, bring back Maldonado.
They need to do something. They need to bring. They need somebody in this damn
You
locker
ever
room.
you ever had a piece of shit car and you bootleg something on it, but it works perfect for you, and then somewhere along the line you decide to fix it right, and then the shit just don't feel the same, so you just wish you could go back to the bootleg way you had it. Maldy's going back to the bootleg way, but that's what we need to do, because our shit ain't riding good right now,
Yeah,
and it'll cost you nothing to get him.
look, I'll give y'all our other first baseman. For him.
Bro, I promise you, they're not gonna want much. They're not gonna want much at all from Maldonado.
That's true.
You'll probably have to give up like some sorry ass pitcher nobody knows about, and we're like, all right, we're cool.
Forrest Willie, come on down.
Oh, come on down.
Yeah.
That was a fucking joke of a situation if I ever seen one.
It's like y'all want this guy named Lance McCullers. He has some mean curveball.
We have more hits than them today. They have 4 more runs. We have an error.
Amazing.
So we're out hitting y'all, but we can't score runs. That's how our season goes.
Yep, that's our season in a nutshell right there. All right, they got my blood pressure up. Zach says, find a place just for his bad experiment with the lineup. Can't beat us up any more than we already are. Laughing face. This is yeah, I don't even want to watch the rest of this Astros game. I am because I'm a committed fan and we have to make content for y'all and I got to know what we're talking about, but I'm not going to enjoy it, all right? I'm not going to enjoy watching the rest of the game.
Uh, I ain't either. But
Yeah. But there's basketball on, so I can switch back and forth.
if Bregman does something with this at bat, 0-1, runners first and second, 2 outs, down by 4. You
Ball
know, a
game.
little home run right now make this game a whole lot different.
Ball game. It opens
You
up.
know, a
That means
double make this game a little bit different.
we haven't had one of those in a while. Um, but no, if y'all made it to this point though, thank y'all for joining us. Everybody on Facebook, make sure you be on the lookout. Any Texans move made on the draft, I got you covered with breaking news on there. You can check out our YouTube channel, Bayou City Boys, where we'll be having the draft on Thursday, just in case Nick decides to, jump into that first round and get a little spicy, which he probably won't, but we're going to be live anyway, chilling with our boy James for his Packers. We'll be touching on that stuff. And then Friday will be the fun one. We'll do some content videos on our draft picks. Let Zach grade them, see what he thinks Nick did right so far.
Unless I can convince you to go live for at least an hour.
I'm cool with it on a Friday because
Well, I'm saying, like, when the Texans got their pick going on,
yeah, I said with they're gonna trade up. I don't know what pick yet, but hey. That being said, Houston, much love,
deuce.
guys. Thank y'all for joining us. We are out.